Hello, beautiful ladies. Today I want to share with you my personal experience and honest opinion about permanent makeup on my eyebrows that I made exactly 2 weeks ago on May 16th. Today is May 3rd. So let's dig in and I'll explain you my situation. And for those who are planning to make a permanent makeup, maybe it will be very helpful if you're deciding to do or not to do, to go to that master or not to do. Here's some of my advices that I follow up and I ended up being, as you see, satisfied. So let's start. What is my story about the permanent makeup? Approximately 4 years ago when I moved to Turkey, we're making a little bit changes about me. So far, like 3 years ago, around 3 years ago, I got my eyebrow permanent makeup and I was trying to remove it with the several procedures like laser and remover, how they say in more professional way. And today we're trying to correct it all. So as you see, I still have a line. So far I have like not such a big expectation, but anyway, I'm gonna be trying to change it all. I've done a permanent makeup by one of the beginners of that job. It was a friend of friend. I was kind of young and I trusted the master, so I did not follow up like any of her works before and so and I was like, let's do it, whatever, like however you want. So she made a permanent makeup. The shape was not that bad, but the colors that she used was not really good, not from a very good brand. And I tried to remove in 5 procedures with a laser and remover her job that she done on my face, and unfortunately I could not succeed. Like the yellow color, the yellow pigment was still on my face, and it was really drawing me down because I kind of, I'm working with the camera and I want to look really nice in front of the camera. So I told one of my best friends that I have a concern about my eyebrows, and she was like, okay, let's try to find for you someone. And first my thoughts, to be honest with you, were like, I'll go to Ukraine and I'll done this job in Ukraine. The best service of a beauty industry is probably in Eastern Europe. So I was up to go to Kiev or Odessa to make my eyebrows. But my best friend shared with me Bahar Arslan. That was the master that I was like, oh wow, isn't she Eastern European? My first thought. She's like, no, she's Turkish. I said, oh, she's great at the job. As far as I can see on her pictures and her like works, videos, she's really good at this. And I was like following up her for a couple days, and I was like, okay, let's dig in. Let's ask, what are we waiting for? And I texted to Bahar. One of her assistants answered about the date, another, and I had a concern that I already had a yellow line from my previous eyebrows, from my previous permanent makeup. So I was like, what are we gonna do with that? Is there any chance that we can work with this color? And they were like, yeah, we are up to do it. And I was so glad. It was like, I was so thrilled because I was so afraid that someone will tell me that we can't work with it. I'm sorry, like you have to do more removal stuff, because removing all that was, I don't know, my experience of removing was not that pleasant, and I would not like to do it one more time, for example. So I organized a date with Bahar and I went there. The place that she chose for her office is a really nice place in Istanbul. It's in Nişantaşı, one of the coolest, I would say, place for the new generations moda industry and beauty industry. It's kind of, I would say, not a typical Turkey. It's a kind of like a new kind of Turkey. So if you're by chance in Istanbul, I highly recommend you to step by Nişantaşı streets and walk around. You would see a lot of cool stuff in there. It's sometimes mesmerizing how the people dress up in there. Sometimes when I want to see how to dress up and what to buy new, I would go like to Nishantashri and just stare, like watch people, what they do, how they dress up, what they eat. So Bahar chose a really nice place for her office. The office is very clean, and aesthetically it was in my favorite colors, like beige and a little bit with the golden stuff, minimalistical stuff. I really like how she made a design, and she had this fireplace there that really made me like a little bit jealous, because I really like fireplaces. She had like a moulage of it, but anyway, it was really cool. And Bahar and her team, her assistants, were very nice people, helped me, even though like I didn't actually need a translation, but anyway, they were so helpful. My best friend was with me. Hot beverages were offered, and goodies were on the table, so it made me feel really comfortable. Also, Bahar let me shoot a little bit of videos, even though I was a little bit shy at the beginning to shoot a video there. I'm so thankful for her, this energy, really hosting good energy. And Bahar also speaks very good English, Turkish, and Dutch. She grew up in Australia, so it would be really good for you also to travel from another country. I'm pretty sure it's worth it. So first we measured my eyebrows, how it's gonna look and this and that. She explained what the technique will be, and the technique is like she is putting hair by hair, and I was like, oh, this is like really cool, like I haven't seen it before. And in my case, for example, I had empty spots, so she said let's fulfill it a little bit different so it will not look that much empty. And also my concern was like it should be natural, as more natural as possible. So I am so glad, and I really appreciate that she listened to all of my concerns about how I want my eyebrows, and I will show you in a little bit how it looks a little bit closer. So far it's been like 2 weeks. The color, of course, with the time a little bit changing. Bahar can explain you everything in detail. I don't know this as much as like professional, of course, but the first day I was like, oh my god, my brows are so like it's so huge, and the color is like wow, I don't want to look at myself in the mirror so far. But with time, of course, the color is like kind of opening, and right now, as far as I can say, everybody's complimenting me and saying, oh, it looks really good on you and this and that. So let me show you a little bit closer how it looks so you can judge. Okay, let me show you. This my eyebrows right now. A little bit, if you see, you can see the yellow, but it's sometimes so far like I think I expected to go, but that is really good. I'll show you the before also. So my eyebrows are perfectly matches my hair color. This is my natural hair color, and I'm so glad that it's opening my eye. It's not going so up, so down. It doesn't look too made up, because I was afraid of. It's natural, kind of cool, and this exact same that way that I wanted my eyebrows to look like. So I'm very thankful, really appreciate Bahar's work on me and Bahar's team. Thank you very much, guys, for helping. And in following videos, you're gonna see a small snaps, small cuts that I made there, so you can take a peek how the procedure was. And if you have any concerns about your eyebrows, about your permanent makeup on the lips also, I know she does it, you can contact her and you can ask her whatever you want. I'm so sure she will love to help you. And thank you so much for watching this video. See you next times.